Okay, boys and girls, today we are going to be talking about dividing whole numbers. First thing I want to talk about is I'm trying a new method of recording a video tonight. I'm using my iPad, so it's maybe a little bit different than what you're used to, but I don't know. I think I might like it. We'll see how it works. I may not do it at this angle all the time because it's not very flattering, but anyway, let's move on and forget about whether or not Mr. Bell looks good. So first thing I want to do is talk about what exactly is division. And division is basically the opposite of multiplication. So you multiply two factors together to get a product in multiplication. So the opposite would be you have a product and you divide it by one of the factors and you get the other factor. So let's look at an example here. We have 63 divided by 7, and that equals 9. Okay, so if we look at 63, that is typically our product, okay, in a multiplication problem. 7 is one of your factors, and 9 is the other. So, but in division, 63 is going to be your dividend, 7 is your divisor, and 9 is your quotient. So these are the different parts of a division problem. Okay, now you can rewrite this problem as 63 divided by 7 equals 9. Okay, and let's go back to what we were just saying. 63 is your dividend, 7 is your divisor, and 9 is your quotient, which is your answer. Okay, it's 9 and 7 are your two factors, and then 63 is your product. Okay, 63 is the first number in a division problem. It always goes inside the division symbol. 7 is the second number in a division problem. It always goes on the outside. Okay, if this were written as a fraction, and this really isn't part of what we were talking about, but 63 over 7 is the exact same thing. Okay, 63 over 7. 63 is your dividend. 7 is your divisor. Okay, and then when that simplifies, you would actually get 9. All right, so there's three different ways of looking at a division problem. Oops, I'm writing over. I want to erase. All right, let's erase all this. Okay, maybe I just need to back up. So anyway, I don't know why it's not doing that, but let's just, maybe I can do this. Oh, see, I'm learning how to do this at the same time. All right, let's just throw it over here. All right, so let's get back to writing. So I want to take you through the steps of dividing a whole number. So let's look at the number 462 divided by 3. Okay, that's our division problem. We need to figure out what the answer is. So when you have a number that's bigger than 100, it may not be obvious as to what the answer is. So you have to use what they call long division. All right, so we would have to take 462, which is your dividend, and divide it by 3, okay, which is your divisor. So the first thing you want to do is you can't necessarily go into all of 462, so you have to start little by little. So you start to the leftmost side of your, and let me show you this. I can't go into the whole number, so I start at the very first number on the left, 4, and I want to find out how many 3's are contained in 4. Okay, and you may have already answered it. Said, Mr. Bell, there's only 1 3 in 4. So then you take your 1 and you multiply it times 3, and your answer goes here under the 4. So 1 times 3 is 3, and then we subtract it, and we get 1. Okay, and at this point, you bring down your 6. Okay, and then you want to check and see how many times 3. Now it goes into 16. All right, so how many 3's are contained within 16? Well, hopefully somebody said there are 5 3's, because 5 times 3 is 15. We subtract, and we get 1. Okay, then I want to bring down the 2, and I want to check to see how many 3's are contained within now 12. Okay, and then someone hopefully is saying that there are 4 3's in 12. And I ran out of room here at the bottom. I wonder if I can move all this up a little bit. Let me grab my hand. Oops, losing my iPad here. Oh, I can move that. Can I move this? Oh, this is all part of something different. Alright, so cool. There we are. Alright, we're in the right spot. So now I can take it, write my 12 right there, and if we were to subtract, we would get a 0. Okay? So that tells me that there are 154 threes in 462. And that's really all there is to dividing whole numbers.